With Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And we welcome in someone who has been writing and communicating NBA basketball thoughts in book, over the air, in podcasts, and on TV, the terrific Bill Simmons. Bill, great to have you.
And now for somebody.
Last year, Draymond Green said he feels he's the greatest defender of all time. I'm assuming you've got something to say about it.
Well, he also defended it correctly. He was like, I say stuff to fire myself up, and I need to play at a certain level of confidence. And if I don't feel like there's a possibility I can be the greatest defender of all time, then I'm hurting myself. But I like the confidence.
Let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, for the Golden State Warriors, making 5 straight finals appearances took a toll, mentally and physically. The Warriors played the equivalent of an extra full season in those 5 straight finals runs. Injuries derailed their title hopes in 2019, and they're still recovering. But Kevin, they are certain that their championship window remains open.
DA, they got a lot of pride there, there's no doubt, and rightfully so. Thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Green. And it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Thompson. Pass to Chris. Now Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, that floater right there is exactly what you would see from Steph Curry in his warm-up. He practices every shot from every angle.
To Mitchell. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. Chris with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Another shot, and it's good on the way in.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
A handful of players land the Supermax contract bill by and large. How do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap, and you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario of it, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year from somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position, to be honest, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team on?
You can't maneuver.
You can't. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like 32 million or something. Make it so that it's not prohibitive.
A percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figure is 32, even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people could compete better.
And he knocks down the first one.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
Second free throw, no good. Poke loose. Goes up again. The Jazz again can't hit it. So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Count it, good.
Well, Thompson is getting increasingly difficult to stop on the dribble drive. When he gets hit, he stays with the play.
Jazz have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Conley. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Mitchell against Thompson. Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Thompson.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And against the Warriors, no lead is safe. They erase deficits, Bill, as you know, as quickly as any team we've seen.
Yeah, the 3-ball is, you know, when I was growing up and when you were growing up and you were down 15 in the third quarter, it was almost insurmountable. Like, you really had to have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, now it's like you make 4 threes and you're down 3. And the Warriors are the best at that. They're the best three-point shooting team ever.
In the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
You're up 17 and you still don't feel safe, and that's just too late.
And they don't blink. Like, there's never panic, right? You never see panic.
Never. They're very comfortable through the air.
Thompson against Mitchell. Passes it to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 6. And Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Conley against Curry. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. From past the arc, hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 9.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
This is the list of last season's top shooters from the Charities Fund. These guys were practically automatic. Second, Stephen Curry.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Gobert the pass to O'Neal, and Gobert gets to Conley. There's the dish to Mitchell. Oh, that's blocked.
Man, how quick does he get off the floor? Chris rises high and sends it back.
Green the pass to Thompson. Green against Conley. Baseline J on the way. Green, no luck.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
They'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my #1 pick. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems. And was just awesome, and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first.
Ever.
Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They were tape delaying games back then, and we didn't have league pass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated, and you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure, which is one of the reasons I wrote my book.
Kicks it to Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Conley finds Bogdanovich over Thompson. Bogdanovich, no luck. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They're leading by 8. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, there's a certain hunger to the way Draymond Green approaches an NBA game, and that in and of itself is a skill.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Free throw good, Green. Free throws good from Green. Here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. Outside, Bogdanovich. Connects from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Bojan Bogdanovic, a very confident basketball player. He knows very well he has the green light to take these shots.
Oubre dishes to Thompson. Over Mitchell, and Thompson gets it to go. He has 6. And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real game.
The G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that late playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services, and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing, so they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff, while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
This is Mitchell at his absolute best. Driving, attacking, putting all the pressure on the defense.
Outside Curry. Over Conley. Curry can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Gobert. And here is Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Wiggins passes to Chris. Some nice passing by Golden State. Wiggins surveying the floor. Shoots from 14. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Utah shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Pass to Gobert. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, this guy's so big and athletic and getting very good at establishing himself on the interior.
Curry passes to Wiggins for the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Curry against Conley. Over Curry. Gobert, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Wiggins, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, with the first overall pick in 2014, Wiggins has some pressure on him, but he has steadily improved his play.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success.
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book that
great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys. They're good at pointing. They're good at fist pumping. First guy during the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
All of it, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really figuring out how to affect the game.
Good. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Gobert, the pass to come. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Outside Curry. Oubre outside. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And checking out the numbers for Mike Conley. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 21 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Mitchell against Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Curry with the 3. No good on that one. And Utah the other way now.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Curry against Conley. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. And it's Wiggins missing. O'Neal against Wiggins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Jazz have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Tied up with that one. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Curry against Conley. Oubre up top. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Curry. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Boy, the ability to pull the trigger so quickly. Steph Curry doesn't even appear to set himself. If it's a clean catch, he's getting that shot off.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
We're very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league. as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game? Stats one. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Andrew Wiggins should get a 10 for degree of difficulty. That was beautiful.
And, Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. That with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
There's nothing anonymous about it.
No. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
And really care
Our name
about
is
it.
attached to it.
Yeah. I also, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. They're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. Lee's checked in for Oubre. Clarkson dishes to Bogdanovich. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. The Warriors lead it. To the middle. Here's Pascal. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you he will put it on time and on target.
The pass to Bogdanovich. The Jazz with another miss. Warriors leading by 3. Wiggins kicks to Lee. Frizz up top. That one goes in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And Utah with a change here, too. Davis is checked in. Passes it to Mudiay. With the teardrop. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
Still
turning
young
25 this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. He's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I feel.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert, assertive, my goodness.
First trip to the line for him here.
See, I have so much appreciation for the way Rudy Gobert plays the game. This guy takes smart shots on the offensive end. He uses that reach to perfection on the defensive end. He is a defense unto himself.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. And he sinks the second. Warriors leading by 6. Lee outside Curry. Here's Looney, defended by Gobert. Looney passes to Lee, just 3 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2. Rebound, Utah.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only 1 triple for him tonight.
Lee against Clarkson. Second chance effort, and the layup is good.
Timeout.
Clarkson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Warriors leading by 4. Lee passes to Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry against Moutier. Here's Looney. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Wiggins.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
The first free throw is good.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. Pass to Pascal. Tipped away. To the paint. Gobert with the block.
This is Gobert's specialty. Twice on the pipes from the Stifle Tower.
And checking out some numbers for Ingles. Good season for him last year. He was around 12 points per game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Here's Moutier. House contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, when Moutier plays with passion, this guy capable of converting through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Here's Curry, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Utah. The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And you know this, Kevin. We most closely identify Stephen Curry with his three-point shooting. But the reality is this guy is a threat from any place on the floor. He is constant pressure on the defense.
And so he makes both from the line. Utah trailing here. That's to Gobert, and here is Ingles. Fires the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, it's a lean frame, but it's an effective frame because Steph Curry knows how to position his body in a way that draws the whistle.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Stephen Curry hits them both. Jazz trail by 3. Moutier looking around. Lets it fly. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Curry way outside, and the Warriors miss again.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Clarkson finds Moutier. 6 on the shot clock. But they get it back. Gobert the pass to Moutier. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. Moutier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Emmanuel Moutier, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
Curry fires from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now the pass to Pascal. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Moutier. He has 5. Passes to Davis. He kicks to Clarkson. Fires from 14, and it's Looney with the rebound. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Thunder. Lee outside. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Curry. Ingles covering. Clarkson against Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. A very nice season for him last year. 17th in three-point field goal percentage, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And one of the better three-point shooters in the league last season. And as you said, he was really good from out deep practically every time we saw him play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Curry on the wing, defended by Moutier. Curry can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And the Warriors miss again. Utah has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Clarkson. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Lee outside. Pass to Looney. Here's Pascal. Outside Curry. They need this one. He takes it up and lays it in. Curry's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
Curry against Moutier. It's stolen by Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of basketball. For Utah, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Green is checked in for Looney, and Wiggins is subbed in for Lee. Then for the Jazz, O'Neal comes in for Davis, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Moutier. Here's Gobert. That one, no good. Great tee that time from Green. Well, Bill, yet another engaging conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Yeah, next time let's talk about the hard salary cap. I think the people really love that. Yeah, I have some ideas.
You'd make it interesting.
I have some luxury tax ideas. Yeah, we'll get super technical.
I would be here for that one.
Okay.
Well, Doris, you read most reporters. They try to stay impartial, but not Bill Simmons.
I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
Gobert with the block, and he recovers it. Lock at 6. Green passes to Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
I think unselfish is a word that applies beautifully to Draymond Green. He's so good at sharing the basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Seconds left now here in the second. Here's Curry with the three. Doesn't go for him. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Warriors lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it, we come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Chris in at the 5. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Over Thompson. Chris with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Inside. O'Neal against Oubre. Oubre with the steal. Outside Curry. Finished off the break. Curry's got 24.
Boy, his hustle and his acceleration makes Steph Curry such an excellent open floor player. This guy has the ability to finish on the break time and time again.
And there's the pass to Gobert. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Over Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Boy, when you talk to his teammates and his coaching staff, Bojan Bogdanovic, one of the toughest guys you'll see in the league. He doesn't say much, kind of stays to himself, but boy, when the ball goes up, does this guy compete.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And growing up a young child in the violence of Croatia during the Yugoslav wars, Doris, Bogdanovic said it affected everyone.
Not only that, Kevin, but think about it. This is a young man who at 16 years of age left his home on his own to go play pro basketball in Madrid. And what does it translate to? Well, he can now speak 4 languages. I'll tell you this, Bogey knows a thing or two about resiliency.
Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Mitchell wide open. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper. Yes, sir.
Chris finds Oubre. Outside Curry. Passes it to Thompson. Second shot opportunity. Here's Chris. And the layup's good off the glass. He has 6.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Conley feeling it out. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Curry with the defensive effort.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
It's stolen by Curry. Lays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Well, that basket began with Steph Curry's defense. He's thinking one step ahead, creates the steal, and triggers the break.
Down low. It's tipped. Here's Green. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. And that's now 33 points for Steph Curry.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Jazz trail by 15. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Will it go? And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know what I love about Donovan Mitchell? He is just as great off the court as he is on. This guy is engaging. He's self-aware. He is the real deal.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And with his dad working with Major League Baseball players, Mitchell was rubbing elbows with guys making millions. He saw some players who stayed humble and others who didn't. And you know what, Doris? I think it made an impression.
And I think, Kevin, if you listen to Donovan, he talks about how his parents impressed upon him the importance of how you treat people. So even with all the success, it's not going to this young man's head. He is so grounded.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
Curry passes to Green. Clock at 4. Over Gobert. Green, no luck.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence.
A baseline Jay.
How about the energy from Steph Curry on the defensive end right there? Really good job. This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And Chris throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Conley dishes to Mitchell. And it's good for 2. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
Conley against Curry. Pass to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 14 points for Klay Thompson.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Conley finds Mitchell. It's good. Mitchell's got 8 points in the quarter.
You can see the kind of confidence. Gate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Outside Curry. Fires from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc. 2 in each half, making an impact.
Utah calls timeout.
Boy, how about the Warriors enjoying this beautiful new arena, the Chase Center. What an incredible amount of work went into getting this built. And that was before they even broke ground, guys.
Around 16 points a game, 13 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And on both ends of the floor, he's a guy they look for to take up space inside.
Well, certainly with the rebounding, with the ability to block shots, basically he does all the dirty work, so the other guys can look pretty.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That sends Rudy Gobert to the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green. And the Chase Center will enable the Warriors, they think, to spend big on talent. But you know what, Doris? There is still a lot of nostalgia for their old home in Oakland.
No doubt, Kevin. The fans were so incredibly loyal. Oracle Arena was known for its rowdiness. The hope, obviously, that spirit will travel across the bay.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Warriors leading by 14. Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Pass to Bogdanovich. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Golden State. Oubre kicks to Green. Offensive rebound. Chris pass to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
How good is Green at drawing solid contact? He plays with a ton of heart. He's really good at making the defense commit.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw good, Green. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
And it's Wiggins missing. Jazz trail by 18. Now, here's Ingles. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clarkson against Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 11 points in the quarter. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
Clarkson with the ball. He's got 13. Shoots from 12. That one drops for him. And that's 19 points for Donovan Mitchell.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Outside Curry. Thompson outside. 3-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. To the paint. Here's Curry. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 6th assist on the night.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Five to shoot. There's the 3. And that one is off. The Warriors go the other way. To the middle. Green inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Chris kicks to Curry. Thompson inside the line. Here's Chris. And at last, they get one to fall. Chris has got 10 points in the game. Jazz trail by 19. Now Mitchell. 19 points in the game. Gobert finds Mitchell. To the inside. Ingles. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I'll tell you, Ingles is just such a pro. This guy is unafraid despite the defense.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. And now here's Chris. Defended by Gobert. But they recover it. Chris can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Ingles passes to Mitchell. High post, Gobert. He dishes it to Bogdanovich, top of the key, and the shot goes down. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. Puts the pass on the money.
Thompson outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And here is Mitchell. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Warriors leading by 18, and so in the game for the Jazz. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Ingles, and it's the small forward.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Clarkson kicks to Bogdanovich. Clarkson against Curry. 14 feet away, and that one hits back iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Top of the key, Looney. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
And you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
So both teams changing it up here. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Jazz. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Omen pass to Looney. Teardrop shot. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Niang. The pass to Moutier. All right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
Lee, bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Looney. Over Davis. Looney with the bucket. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Outside Conley. Here's Davis. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
This is what Donovan Mitchell is looking for. He wants to seek out body contact and get the hoop in the arm.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovic, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate. He's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation, and his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense.
Outside for Curry. Over Conley. Curry can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Davis. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry passes to Pascal. Curry trying to break free. Pascal's shot is off.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
They're finding lanes with consistency.